Hello, welcome in. Today is March 31st, 2024, and today is day 81. 81 of 100 days, 100 ways, trails taken. So today's question goes a little bit with yesterday's question. It's water part 2. How many glasses do you drink per day? As we said yesterday, we are mostly made of water, so when we're, expelling water, even in our breath, moisture comes out. So, through our skin, through sweating, through urination, even eliminating the other way sometimes, could be very watery. You got to be careful with that too, right? Diarrhea. So especially if you're having an illness, make sure you're getting enough water. Super important to help keep yourself hydrated, but help things flush out too. Let me see. How many glasses do you drink per day? 0 to 1, 2 to 4, 5 to 8, or other. Okay, so how much water are you giving yourself? You're like a plant, gotta grow. Otherwise just shrivel up like a prune. Let's see. 0 to 1, 2 to 4, 5 to 8, or other. So more, obviously. Hopefully you can't get less than 0. So and then you wouldn't be very healthy. You probably wouldn't be sitting here if you drank 0 water. I guess really there's lots of other ways to have water. Liquid, not water, liquid. When I was going through chemo, we were told to drink 10 to 12 glasses a day. This helps flush out the toxins, keeps us super hydrated, keeps our veins open so that we could receive the treatment. And that's the thing too, right? Your veins start to shrink up and collapse also. So it's important to keep hydrated in that way. Keeps the blood flowing through properly. If our veins are shrinking, our blood pressure is probably going to go up. Right, good thing for a whole bunch of things. The water in the body, in our, we've got water in our brain, not our brain itself, but in the skull, the cerebral spinal fluid goes into our head. Sometimes you can feel that if you have high blood pressure. The salt pulls water to and from the cells. So you got to make sure that you have a correct intake of salt. Also, it's important with our water. To really get yourself super hydrated, but you have to be careful too, because if you're taking too much water, you can be flushing out, the good things that you need in there, electrolytes, sodium. So it's important to keep a good balance. And 0 to 1, probably should be drinking more than that. I think, the average is supposed to be 6 to 8, I think is the norm. So they say. I like to drink more than that if I can. And it doesn't have to always be just, straight H2O. Teas, herbal teas, things that don't really have caffeine, because I think caffeine makes you pee. I think it's a diuretic. I might be wrong, but I know, teas that have, like green tea, good for you, has lots of health benefits also. But I think you have to, mind how much of these things that you're intaking also. Stay away from pops. Fruit juice is great. Smoothies, beautiful. If you drink dairy, some people like to drink milk. There's a lot of water in that milk. I say way too much. It's like a filler for when I'm thinking. It helps me think. I was going to say it again, right? I'm trying to get over that, and it's difficult. It's more difficult than I was anticipating. Okay, so water intake on a regular day. Try to get those 6 to 8. And if you don't want to take just water, there are other alternatives, but maybe stay away from the beer, from the wine, from anything that has the alcohol in it, because that's drying also. So we want to get hydrated and feel good, have our skin looking nice. Our skin is, our greatest largest organ, and water goes, in and out of our skin continuously as we're sweating and things like that. So, yeah, want to keep our skin as nice as we can and feel good about ourselves, feel healthy and glowing. And I think there's some other kind of magic that has to do with water, but we can save that one for another time too. So until next time, happy Easter and be well.